Well, Ron, in her first public appearance since giving the Democratic response to the State of the Union address, Stacey Abrams was honored tonight in Atlanta. Hope Ford was there, and she wanted to ask some of those questions about what if she had anything to say after her speech, as well as any comments about what President Trump said during his interview, during his speech.
Right. So Stacey Abrams, her camp declined a one-on-one interview with me in the room today, and she didn't really mention the State of the Union address at all during her acceptance speech for a legal legend award today, but that didn't stop other people in the room from bringing up the speech, of course. And there were actually some people who were receiving awards who actually brought up her speech, even quoted the last line of her speech.
We may come from different sides of the political aisle, but our joint commitment to the ideals of this nation cannot be negotiable.
And Abrams, of course, again, didn't talk about the speech today, and other people in the crowd did talk about it. They even were talking about her possibly running for another political run, saying that they couldn't wait for that. Of course, she hasn't announced what she's going to run for yet, if she does plan to run. But if she does plan to run in that 2020 Senate race, President Donald Trump says he doesn't think that it is a good idea. Now, in a conversation with reporters, President Trump is quoted as saying that Senator David Perdue will be very hard to beat, and she doesn't think that, or he doesn't think that she can win. Now, Abrams didn't bring up that political talk today, but she did talk about voter suppression, and she also talked about her lawsuit with Fair Fight Georgia, which started after her loss to Brian Kemp back in November.
So for the second,
if you are on the rolls, you should not be purged because you choose not to vote. It is a lawsuit that says that you should not go to a precinct that has missing power cords or too few machines. While individually, each of those things may be legal under existing law, that together they form a system of disenfranchisement that violates the 14th Amendment, the 15th Amendment, the Voting Rights Act, the Constitution of Georgia, and by God, our beliefs as Americans.
a lot of people in the room there, but for the second straight night, didn't talk to reporters.
No, she did not. Again, her camp declined a one-on-one interview with us. She left immediately after giving her acceptance speech, which that was part of what you just saw. And again, she didn't mention the speech. She didn't mention any comments from President Trump. She didn't mention anything outside of what she talked about with voter suppression.
All right. Well, she certainly continues to make a name for herself.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks so much, Hope.